Okay, so do you guys remember earlier in the week how we reviewed some of the basic shapes that you find in outside everyday world? Okay, so we're going to go over a few of those quickly here, and then we're going to do a fun activity with them, okay? Okay, so what's this shape here that we have?
Circle.
Circle.
Okay, good job. What's this shape?
A triangle.
Okay, and what's one thing that you know about a triangle?
It has 3 sides.
Nice, good job, Courtney. Okay, and the last shape we reviewed, what's this shape for you?
A square.
Okay, and what's one thing you know about a square?
4 sides.
Good job, Grant. Okay, so now that we kind of reviewed those, next thing we're kind of going to go into is patterns. Have you guys ever heard of a pattern or seen a pattern before?
I think so.
Maybe.
Okay, so what's one thing that you kind of think might be a pattern, Courtney?
Like on a quilt?
Okay, Matt, what would be one thing that you would think would be a pattern?
Maybe something getting repeated.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what a pattern is. It's kind of same things over and over and over again. They kind of repeat themselves. So like our daily schedule that we have different classes at the same time every day, that's kind of like a pattern because we repeat those over and over again each day. So now what I'm going to have you guys kind of do is create your own patterns using these 3 shapes right here, the triangle, the square, and the circle. And then once you make your pattern, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're actually going to put some sounds to them. And we're going to kind of make your own rhythms too with it. So does that sound like something you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you guys some circles and some squares and everything like that and some triangles. And then just to kind of think of some ideas that you might want to do for arranging them. And then once you do, we'll kind of go from there and see what you guys can come with. So I'll give you guys about a minute to do that, okay? Okay, are you guys all done with your patterns? Okay, so Courtney, what did you have for your pattern?
I had a circle, triangle, square, and then I was going to continue it circle, triangle, square, but I ran out.
Okay, and then Matt, what was your pattern?
I had triangle, square, circle, triangle, square, and then I would have had circle.
Okay, and then Grant, what was yours?
I had circle, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so now that you guys made your patterns, have you ever heard of rhythm or like beat, anything like that at all when in your music class?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're trying to keep rhythm, what do you usually do? If you're listening to a song or playing a song, something like that, what do you usually do to try and keep the rhythm or try and keep the beat?
Pat your knee.
Okay?
Tap your foot.
Yeah, those are some really good examples, you guys. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're actually going to use your patterns that you made and you're going to try and create your own beat with it. So if you had a square, it's going to be one hand clap, and then if you had a circle, it's going to be one like tap of the foot or stomp of the foot, and then if you had a triangle, it's going to be just like one tap on the desk. So I just want you guys to take probably 30 seconds here really quick and just practice out your patterns, and then once you're done, we're going to share them with the rest of the class, okay? Okay, time is up, you guys. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and share them with the rest of the class. So Courtney, I want you to do yours first.
Okay.
Awesome, good job, Matt. Your turn. Okay, Grant.
It's okay.
Okay, you guys did some awesome job with your both your patterns and the rhythms for it. I really like those. So what were the 3 shapes that we covered today?
Circles. Triangle.
Square.
Awesome, good job, you guys. Okay, so now what I want you guys to do is just go ahead and I guess before we end the lesson here, what would be some other, I guess, sounds or movements, anything like that that you could incorporate into a rhythm like that? besides just clapping, foot tapping, or like tapping on the table?
Snapping.
Okay, what would be some other ones?
Whistling.
Okay,
I don't know.
Kicking the table.
yeah, that could be one too. Okay, so you guys did a really good job today. Now I'm just gonna have you clean up your shapes and everything like that, and we're gonna move into reading, okay?